Hello, my YouTube peeps, and welcome to another video. Today's video is a very basic flash, or what we refer to as a speed light. I don't know why they call it these fancy names. When I was growing up, this was a camera flash. Now it's called a speed light, as opposed to the ones we use in the studio they call strobes. But we're going to use this speed light or flash off camera, all right? Shooting through a shoot-through umbrella. Very simple. Please subscribe and please give us a thumbs up. Thank you. This is a basic approach, and I want to teach for basic photographers, people that are learning from scratch. So if you're a professional photographer, feel free to move on. I won't be offended. Models need to know more about photography. I've worked with so many models in the 40 years I've been in this business, and many models walk in and they look at the lighting with like they're deer in the headlights. So if you know how the lighting works, what type of lighting they're using, a flash or a speed light versus a strobe versus continuous lighting, which we will be shooting next, actually. I think we'll be shooting a ring light next, Kiska, right? We're going to shoot a ring light next, yes?
Yes.
My wife's behind the camera here.
Hello.
Models know the photographer's equipment, know the equipment, all right? Know the equipment. Now, I'm not going to teach, if you see my videos, I'm not talking to you about the inverse square laws and how light travels in a straight line and the rule of thirds. Yes, these are things you need to know, but learn them. Go online and learn them, okay? There's many great teachers, more skilled than me at those topics, okay? So we're talking basics here, how to set it up. Now, how are we going to support this? We're going to use a Lastolite holder, all right? And this merely slides on top here, slides on top of the Lastolite, and we're going to put it on a tripod. We're going to show you this in the studio momentarily, okay? But that's how that's going to work, right? How are we firing this flash? This is a Godox V350s, because I use Sony. Now, it has a receiver built in, a wireless receiver. And this is the Godox X1T. It is the transmitter, right? So this is going to go on top of your camera. And today we're shooting basic again. We're going to use a Sony A6400. Retails for about $1,200 with the 50mm lens. The XT is about $60. And this V350 is around $182, and this is all Canadian as we are locked down here in Southern Ontario, Canada. Okay? So this is the sender. This is the receiver. It's built in. Now, if you don't have that kind of money, you can go to basic systems. You can find at basic camera stores online. This is another system where it's the Wanson, and this is the sender, and this slides onto your camera, the hot shoe, and this is for your flash. Okay, it goes on top here, your flash will go on, and the hot shoe here. This is like $20 at basement value camera stores. Okay, that is our goal today. Teach you a basic flash, right, or a basic speed light. I hate the new terms. I know these confused me at first. The speed light or flash, we're going to shoot with it. One flash. It's a good flash. It's a powerful flash for such a tiny flash. Rather than talking about this stuff, let's go into the studio and show you how it works. Hello, peeps. As we were talking about some basic photography today, using a simple camera, a Sony A6400, and we use the triggers which we talked about. The triggers will fire. So the sender and the receiver is built into the Godox flash. Using the Godox system, it's built in. As I showed you the little pieces before, if you don't have this system, you can get almost any flash to work with almost no money. But this is a simple 45 degrees up and right, or my right, model's left. 50mm lens, standard lens, straightforward shooting. Alright, so let's do some shooting and we'll show those pictures. My wife Lily, by the way, I'm sure you've seen her before. Okay, slide over here. Hopefully everything's starting up for me here. These headshots. Nice. Dramatic, these first ones. That's when you go perfect. Camera. Now, like that here. Is that the light a bit for me? Nice. Now I'm just using the light to light the background. We'll do a video later which shows some separation from the light on the background, light behind on the model. But this I'm making sure there's enough light following the model and following the background. You don't need more than one light to start. As I said initially, this is not just for photographers. This is very simple, basic for some photographers. That's for people who don't know a lot about photography. This is also for models and for influencers. If you're a model, you'll have better pictures and better results if you know how some of the lighting works, how the equipment works. And influencers as well. There's a lot of influencers on the internet right now. Correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Yep, absolutely. We work with a couple, and I'm amazed when they come in, they don't know much about photography. Right? Knowing about a little bit of photography, basic photography, right, is good for everybody. Models, influencers, and of course photographers, right? And we'll talk about this in other shoots. The closer the light source, the softer the image, right? And the bigger the light source, the softer the image. Everyone wants, all people want soft images. Does the light make this one? Yes. And smile. Sometimes these triggers don't fire, that's the problem with them. Nice. So that draws this video to conclusion. Again, keeping it simple, and that's what it's going to be all about. I can shoot with multiple lights, I can shoot in all kinds of weird, wonderful ways, but let's get started. And teaching also again for people who don't have a lot of experience, and for those models and influencers, so you should all know how the cameras work, basically, and how the lighting works. You'll get better results. I mean, you'll sell more product in the long term if your pictures are better, right? So, one light, one flash, triggered, we call it a trigger. It's wireless, right? Like your TV, the moment you change channels. Thanks for watching, and please like us, thumbs up, and subscribe.
Bye-bye.
By the way, my name is Robert Mc Naught. You can find me at Robert Mc Naught Photography, Mc Naught Robert Photo on Instagram, and Robert Mc Naught on Facebook.